So, what happens when you mix artificial intelligence with something as serious as police accountability? Well, New Jersey's about to find out. They're rolling out a new AI assistant, and it's designed to tackle one of the biggest challenges in law enforcement, making discipline fair and consistent.
But before we get into all the tech stuff, let's just pause and think about the core problem this thing is trying to solve. It's a question every single police department has to grapple with. How do you make sure that when an officer is disciplined, it's done fairly and consistently every single time?
Because at the heart of it all, it really comes down to one word: consistency. The goal sounds simple, right? Hold every single officer to the exact same standard. But in practice, well, that's a whole lot harder than it sounds. The reality is, in any big organization, things can get subjective. You could have two officers, same infraction, but they get totally different consequences, maybe just because they have different supervisors. So the goal here is to move away from that, to build a system where every single decision is fair, it's objective, and it's backed up by actual evidence.
And this is where New Jersey's big idea comes into play. They're introducing a solution called the AI Disciplinary Assistant.
So what exactly is this thing? Well, think of it as a specialized AI that's built to support supervisors. It's there to help them make decisions they can actually defend because they're based strictly on New Jersey's own laws and policies. And this part is absolutely crucial. It's designed to be a guide, not the judge. Now, under the hood, it's running on some serious tech, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro. But here's the key detail. Unlike a lot of the AI you hear about, this one hasn't been trained on, the entire internet. Instead, it's been given a super specific job to be an expert only on New Jersey law enforcement disciplinary rules. That's its whole world. So what gives it that expertise? It's not pulling from opinions or random web pages. Its knowledge is locked down to a very specific set of official documents. This is its entire rulebook, and it's not allowed to color outside the lines. And here's the entire library. Its whole brain, if you will, is made up of just 4 official sources: the Attorney General's Internal Affairs Policy, the major discipline reports, so it has real-world examples, and 2 very specific parts of the state's criminal code. That is it. Nothing more. And this leads to a massive point about transparency. Every single recommendation the AI makes comes with footnotes, basically. It includes direct citations that point the supervisor right back to the exact paragraph in the source document it used. This means a human can always check its work and see exactly how it came to its conclusion. Okay, so we've got the what and the why, but how does a supervisor actually use this thing day to day? Let's walk through the process, from getting a case file to seeing what the AI suggests. It's a pretty straightforward 4-step deal. First, the supervisor puts in the objective facts of the case. Then they add the crucial context, things like the officer's service record or any other mitigating factors. After that, they just click a button to generate the recommendation. And finally, they can even get the AI to generate talking points to help them structure the conversation with the officer. Now, what comes out the other end isn't just a one-line suggestion like 5 days suspension. It's a really comprehensive, structured analysis that's designed to be immediately useful for that supervisor. The output is broken down into 4 key parts. You get a clear, recommended action, then you get the justification, complete with all those important citations we talked about. Third, you get practical guidance for the supervisor on what administrative steps to take next. And finally, a clean, concise summary perfect for the official record. It's the whole package. And this brings us to what is, without a doubt, the most critical part of this entire system: the human in the loop. The AI can analyze and suggest, but only the human supervisor can actually decide. The system's own legal disclaimer couldn't be any clearer about this. It states, right up front, this is not legal advice. The final decision and all the responsibility that goes with it rests 100% with the supervising authority. So really, the best way to think of this AI is as an expert assistant. It's like having a super fast paralegal who can instantly look up all the relevant policies and past cases. But it is not the judge, and it is not the jury. It provides the data, the structure, and the background, but that final nuanced decision, that stays with human leadership. So if we zoom out a bit, you can see this tool is really part of a much, much bigger conversation that's happening right now about the role of AI in government and public service.
And a tool like this really forces us to ask a huge question about the future. Is AI like this the key to unlocking a new level of accountability and fairness in our institutions? Or does it pose a new kind of risk, the risk of us becoming over-reliant on the tech and weakening the very human judgment it's supposed to support? Honestly, this is a debate that is just getting started.